Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
Get ready for a website like no other. A website where you will find stories done by reporters, tourists, and celebrities from Sweet Swine County. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County. With nothing happening in their county, they decided to do some stories about the businesses and points of interest located in their neighboring towns and counties. Take a unique look at life inside the small towns of the Midwest by visiting DestinationSmallTown.com.
This program has been made possible by The Daily Boar. This sometimes daily newspaper reports the news the residents of Sweet Swine County want to know. Also now featured online at SweetswineScoop.com. This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of How to Be Jealous of Yourself by Prairie Ann. Born with a total package and surrounded by jealousy her entire life, Prairie Ann shares her personal rise to the top as Sweet Swine's hometown sweetheart. Prairie Ann has thrown off the yoke of pure envy, theirs, not hers, and has put her vast wealth of knowledge in this tell-all book. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows! Today, we join Katie as she meets with KLUK Creative Director Sergio Furleone to discuss the management crisis at KLUK.
Mr. Sergio is here, Miss Olson.
Oh, good, Wilma. Please, send him in right away.
Kitten, my love. I knew you couldn't keep a grudge.
You want to bet?
What's with this frown, such a lovely face?
You can turn off the charm, Sergio. You have played one too many concertos on my heartstrings.
But, Katie, I just assumed all was forgiven when I received your phone call.
Well, that's a funny thing about assumptions. All is not forgiven. And until you repay the $5,000 loan that I gave you, you're going to be in the doghouse, mister.
Katie, the $5,000 was an investment, not a loan.
The $5,000 was to ensure that I regained control of KLUK, and you bet it on a horse.
But it was a sure thing.
You sound like a broken record, and your sure thing cost me $5,000.
Katie, every investment has its risks.
Yeah, and the name of this particular risk was Sergio Furleone.
But Katie, if that horse would have came in, we would have been millionaires.
Okay, Sergio, I've had it. That's it. I want you out of my office and out of this building and out of my life. You're fired.
Fired? Fired? You can't fire me.
I can, I have, and I just did. And oh, look, there's the door, mister.
Well, I take my orders from Mr. John Olson, and you are no John Olson.
I hate to disappoint you, Sergio, old pal, but John Olson is in a coma. As principal shareholder of KLUK, I am in control now.
But kitten.
Don't you kitten me, you Italian lying snake in the grass. I'm going to ask Elmer Plow right now to come in and escort you out of my office and out of my life.
Your office? What in the wide world of sports are you two doing in my office? Get out of here.
Cousin John.
John!
I am gonna sue this police station for every cent it's got.
Ronnie, you can't do that. You know I'm gonna lose my job.
Lose your job? Well, then go find another one.
Ronnie, you're overreacting. Mom always said you're an overreactor.
Oh, she did she? Well, she always said you were a starry-eyed dreamer.
Well, Mom said a lot of things, but the point being you cannot sue a police station for arresting you. When you have a picture of J.R. Olson in your cabin with a bullseye around his picture.
Well, maybe I was inventing a new dart game with his ugly mug all over it.
You're really inventing a new dart game.
It's gonna be the hottest ticket at Christmas. You just wait.
Now you're just making things up. You can't put the picture of the richest man in the county on a dartboard.
Why not? He stepped on everybody else's toes in this county.
Because he would sue you.
Well, let him. Bring it on. Bring it on.
I'm calling Dr. Cornell. You need professional help.
I need professional help, all right. I need lawyerette. Now, where's the phone book?
Cousin John, I thought you were in a coma.
Yeah, and Katie here tried to mount a coup against you, and she fired me.
That's right.
Would you two just stop yapping and get out of my office? You know, my son's been kidnapped.
Little John? How? Who?
What, don't you two watch your own TV station? We've been covering it all morning. Mystic Ray, she came and kidnapped Little John, and they're heading off to, like, Circus Town or something.
Mother kidnapped her own son?
And, try to keep up, you two. First she tried, she shot me at my birthday party, then she tried to kill me in the hospital, and she's taken him, kidnapped him, and they've flown off. I don't know where they're going.
Well, why didn't Officer Dave stop her?
Oh, our version of Barney Fife, he was over in High Horse at some seminar or something.
Cousin John, what can we do to help?
You can get out of my office so I can go to work. Oh, Billy. Wilma, get plowing here.
Sure thing. He just arrived, Mr. Olson.
Any word about Little John?
I don't even know what you're worried about sitting down for. I'm done with you. You are fired.
Fired? Yeah. Me? Fired? How can you fire me? I'm your bodyguard.
Well, let's take inventory here real quick, okay? While you were my bodyguard, I get shot at my birthday party. A crazy woman gets into the hospital room where I'm in a coma after being shot at my birthday party and tries to poison me. And then you get drugged and duped, and my son gets kidnapped and taken away from me out of my life. Why should I want to have anything to do with you?
Hold on, Cousin John. I stepped in front of a bullet for you.
Then how come it hit me and not you?
Well, there was 2 shots.
Yeah, at least, everybody knows about the one that hit me in the head, put me in a coma. They don't know one about my baby bonnet, but put a cap in my butt. That's the one that really hurts, let me tell you what.
I've been at the hospital watching over you 24/7.
No, it's more like 22/5.
What?
Because Mystic Ray gets into my house, into my hospital room, and if it hadn't been for Minnie stopped her and got her out of there. Otherwise, she would have poisoned me. I'd be pushing up daisies right now.
Well, if Minnie wouldn't have called me to run over and babysit your son, I would have been there and I'd have taken care of that. No. Your problem is with Minnie.
You were over there watching my son. And
right.
Then he got kidnapped.
And somebody stuck a needle into my neck. And they left me for dead. So you're telling me I'm not an effective bodyguard?
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Plow, listen. pack up your crap and get out. You're fired.
You are making a big mistake, Cousin John, and you are going to regret it.
Regret? Ha! The only thing I regret is hiring you in the first place. Now get out of here. And don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out.
Look out, sweet swine, it's payback time. Will Cousin John track down Mystic Ray and get permanent custody of Little John? And will Elmer be flipping burgers at McDougal's Drive-In for a living? Guess we'll find out after the break.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of Plowing Through Life by renowned life coach Elmer Plow. Elmer shares his proven 5-step plan for a better life. With advice that includes get a grip and snap out of it, Elmer's program is so ingenious in its simplicity and detail. It's sure to help a couple of people. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com. This program has been made possible by SweetSwineScoop.com, the online magazine that keeps Sweet Swine County citizens informed on what's happening. For if it happens in Sweet Swine County, it's news to us.
The lifestyles led in the small towns and counties of the Midwest are like no other, but we seldom hear about the points of interest and businesses located in these towns. Well, there's one TV station that's made it their mission to make sure the stories of the small towns of the Midwest are told, Cluck TV. That's right, Cluck TV, located in the neighboring county of Sweet Swine. See all the towns that are covered on KLUKTV.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now we join Prairie Ann as she and Betty Thompson discuss some juicy sweet swine gossip.
What do you think about this, Betty? I think that would be fabulous on you.
That's a nice color.
Isn't that
you've
great?
heard, haven't you? Cousin John's out of his coma.
Oh, yeah, what a pity, huh?
A pity?
Oh, I mean a pity about Little John.
Little John?
Well, Little John's been kidnapped. Didn't you hear?
Kidnapped? When did this happen?
Well, Cousin John no sooner got out of his coma than Mystic Ray came and took the boy.
His own mother kidnapped him?
Yes.
Oh,
and Betty, I was at the airport. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't have believed it. It was terrifying. Mystic Ray was waving a gun and she was using Little John as a human shield.
Well, where was Officer Dave during all of this?
So ironic. Officer Dave was in High Horse at a safety preparedness seminar. You know, Melvin was there and he was trying to do the best he could, but, oh, Betty, he's no Officer Dave. He is no Officer Dave.
No. That poor little boy. I'm just so worried about him.
Then Minnie came running out with a gun. It looked like a Mexican standoff, and Melvin, he was right in the middle of it, just going, ah!
Oh, how awful.
It was awful.
That poor family. Cousin John's been in a coma. He finally wakes up. Now he finds his only son has been kidnapped.
Well, then after all that, the next thing I knew, here was Mystic Ray. She was hustling Little John onto the plane, and then the plane took off to who knows where with her Turkish lover.
Oh,
you can't make this stuff up, Betty.
Oh, my goodness. I think I'll have to bake a cake and take it over there.
It was horrifying. Hey, what do you think of this?
Oh, I like this
Delightful
bangle.
on you.
Pardon me, ladies. I am new in town. Is it my understanding you were just speaking of John Robert Olson?
We were. Do you know him?
Indeed I do. I understand he was in a coma for an extended amount of time, and that now he is out of his coma, and that his only son has been kidnapped?
That's correct. Excuse me. I don't believe we've met, Miss...
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Where are my manners? It's Mrs. Daniel Beauregard Lee. But you ladies, just please call me Annie.
No, I just got one right here. They're very, very nice. No, I'm doing better, yeah. Everybody knows about the one that hit me in the head and put me in a coma. Nobody's talking much about the one that hit me in the backside. I'm walking around like an 87-year-old man with a walker and sitting on a hemorrhoid cushion. No, I'll be fine, thanks. But I appreciate the call. Yes, yeah. No, you don't understand. Yeah, they can call you the Donald, but what are they going to call me? The John? I don't think that's going to work too much. Yeah, well, anyway, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Yep, we'll see you soon. All right, bye.
There you are, you chicken plucker, you.
Silage, how did you get in here?
The door was open. I got in myself, all right? I've got a bone to pick with you, Cousin John.
I thought you were in jail.
I was, thanks to you. But I've just come back from Lawyer Ed's office, and I'm going to sue you for wrongful imprisonment.
You can't sue me, you numbskull. I had nothing to do with it. I got shot, remember? I was in a coma, remember?
If you hadn't been shot, I wouldn't have been arrested. Lawyer Ed thinks I've got a pretty darn good case here. I'm telling you, he's talking 6 figures. Yeah, 6 figures. That's a lot of zeros.
6 figures? Are you nuts? You won't get 6 postage stamps. I'll have my lawyers bury Ed so far in papers, he'll be billing you for his hours, and it'll be 6 figures.
Well, we'll see about that, Cousin John. We'll see about that. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless we can save a little time and money by settling this out of court. You know, get rid of the lawyers and work things out amicably.
Oh, this ought to be good. But listen, make it quick. I got physical therapy in 30 minutes.
Well, here's my proposal. I'm going to propose that we do a new show on KLUK called The Ronnie Stinger Show.
The Ronnie Stinker Show?
No, Stinger. Stinger, not
okay.
Stinker.
So what's involved in the Ronnie Stinger Show?
Well, this is a reality shock show. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what. We're going to expose all the skeletons in Sweet Swine County. Oh, yeah. We're going to dig up the dirt. Yes, we're going to show the seamy, simmering underbelly of the county.
So, how many skeletons you figure you can dig up there, Ronnie?
Oh, hundreds, thousands. In fact, I'm going to hire Norma to be my producer. Yes, nosy Norma. You know, gossip comes to that woman like she's a magnet.
Nosy Norma, huh? You know, by God, that might just work.
You think so? Of course it'll work. Now, I'm going to go over and have Lawyer Ed drop the contract, all right? Now, when should we schedule the first show?
Johnny Happening is here, Mr. Olson.
Good, Wilma. Send him in. Have a chair, Happening.
Surprised to hear from you, boss. I thought you were in a coma.
Well, you know, I was. Just woke up yesterday, just in time to see Mystic Ray, my old ex-girlfriend, trying to poison me.
I see. Is she under arrest?
No, and that's the problem. She kidnapped my son and escaped in an airplane with her knife-throwing husband, Gaspar.
Busy gal, this Mystic Ray. Why does her husband throw knives?
You know, they're circus folk. She tells fortunes, he throws knives for a living.
So they don't have a mansion on the Cape, huh?
Well, no, but obviously they have an airplane.
So they're nomads.
Exactly, Sherlock, and that's where you come in. Listen, I don't care about that woman, Mystic Ray, but I want my boy back.
Ah, yes, the manhunt begins. Will Cousin John's efforts to rescue Little John succeed with the help of Johnny Happening, private detective extraordinaire? Guess we'll find out after the break. Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by 3 sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now, on this station and the web. get ready because now you can see a late-night talk show filmed in front of a discerning yet agreeable studio audience. Split Hoof tonight. Cousin John and his incomparable sidekick, Earl Silo, interview a roster of guests who make appearances that you won't want to miss. Now on this station and the web. Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Daniel as he meets with Willie to discuss the Big Louie job.
Well, what in tarnation happened to you? You look like you've been run over by a tractor.
Well, that's about the only thing that hasn't happened to me today.
The last time I saw you, you were in love with some dame, and now you look like you've been in a fight with a tornado.
Funny you would mention that. I am through with women.
Why? Talk about your whirlwind romances.
That woman tried to kill me.
Something tells me that this is probably not the first time this has happened to you.
Hey, I'm serious. That woman took a shot at me. And if I wouldn't have bent down to pick up a dime, I'd be halfway to heaven.
Heaven, huh? You mean the dame took a pot shot at you?
You bet your cash she did. And I didn't stick around for round two. I hightailed it out of that barn and I didn't look back.
Barn? You were in a barn?
Yeah. I took her to the barn dance at the town of High Horse. Well, that's what I get for playing with fire.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I should have known better. Remember when you told me to keep an eye on Big Louie's gal?
Oh, yes, Danielle D'Angelo. But what has that got to do with you almost getting your head blowed off?
Well, I kind of been dating her.
Are you out of your cotton-picking mind? Your testimony almost put Big Louie in the penitentiary.
Well, I didn't know that she was Big Louie's woman at the time.
Yet, but you continued to see her after I told you she was Big Louie's fiancée?
Yeah, but she said that was her ex-fiancé.
Listen, lover boy, you got a screw loose if you think you can double-cross Big Louie and live to tell about it. I am looking at a dead man walking.
I know. But I think I'm in love with her.
Snap out of it, you idiot. Listen, that woman tried to kill you. There is something terribly wrong with a relationship when one person tries to kill the other one.
But I think she's confused. We had a connection. It was real.
Listen, Chucklehead, you didn't just have some lover's spat. The dame tried to kill you. And it's just a dumb luck that kept her from doing it.
You know, I better lay low for a while and let this thing die down. I think I'm going to relocate up to that town of High Horse and stay there a couple months.
Well, now you're talking. Here's a few bucks. You lay low. I'll make some phone calls, see if I can find out why Big Louie's trying to have you knocked off.
Well, she said she was Prairie Ann's cousin, and she was staying with her the last couple weeks.
Why, hello there, Daniel, honey.
Holy crap, Annie?
Well, don't act so surprised to see me. I told you I would be coming down to see you, didn't I?
Well, yeah, but how? Why?
Now, you can't expect a woman to wait forever. I hopped on a plane and I came up here. Aren't you happy to see me?
Well, yeah, I am happy to see you, but you gotta understand, this is not a good time for you and I to be seen together here, darling.
Why, Daniel Beauregard Lee, if I didn't know better, I'd say you had a little old girlfriend on the side.
Oh, hush, honey, don't say anything like that. You don't understand. It's just that my business here is delicate. I just need a few more days, and we will be set for life.
But sugar.
Now, don't but sugar me. We needed to stick to our original plan, and that did not include you coming here to see me in Sweet Swine County.
Oh, all right. You win. I will leave tomorrow. But I suggest we stop wasting precious time and make the most of our one night together.
You know that may not be a bad idea. Here, take this. Room number 4 right at the top of the stairs.
Wilma? Wilma, send in the next applicant, please.
Hello. You probably don't remember me. I'm Lorraine. I'm a cashier down at the Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, yes. Yes, I shop there all the time.
Oh.
Are you here for the reporter's job?
Well, yes, I am. I'm afraid that food liner lifestyle just is not working for me. But I do have one question to ask about this job, if I may.
Oh, go ahead, please.
If I get this job, would I have to work closely with Ronnie P. Silage?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, wonderful. I see.
Is that going to be a problem?
Oh, no, not at all. You see, I'm quite a fan.
Of Ronnie?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Ronnie P. Silage.
Oh, I think he's dreamy. I love his reporting style.
Sergio, forgive me for the interruption, but I'm telling you, if you can make your way clear to get upstairs, we're having some words with the camera crew.
Ronnie? Ronnie P. Silage? It's Lorraine from the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, Ronnie, this is Lorraine. She's here about the reporter's job.
Oh, nice. Now, Sergio, we got to get upstairs to tame these guys.
Ronnie, I'm your biggest fan. I've sent you a photo, and have you been getting my emails?
Photos? Emails?
I'm sorry, Lorraine, but Wilma handles all of our online personality emails.
Oh, well, I've taped every one of your reports, and I've taped all the newspaper articles about that nasty kidnapping and everything.
You did? What, you have?
Yeah, I've got a scrapbook here for you.
A scrap? Well, looky here, Sergio. She's done a scrapbook for me. What? Now, where did you get this photo of me?
Oh, that's last year from the King Corn Dance Days.
A year ago?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ronnie, why don't you go ahead and go upstairs and I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, okay.
Lorraine, I'm sorry. We're going to have to reschedule this.
Oh, no problem. I'd love to come back anytime. Look, Ronnie forgot his copy of the scrapbook.
His copy?
Can anyone spell stalker? Will Sergio have to hire a bodyguard to keep the lovely but horribly misguided Lorraine out of Ronnie P. Silage's life? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows!
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of One Duck, One Ventriloquist, an autobiography by Lawyer Ed. Talented, driven, hungry for fortune and fame, the story of a man and his wooden duck against the world. The High Horse Herald says, "This guy quacks me up. What a character, and the lawyer's funny too." The New Pork periodical says, "Best $2 I ever spent on a book." Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
Get ready, because our culinary expert and, dare we say, wine aficionado beyond belief, Betty Thompson, is preparing some tantalizing dishes for us on her show, Cooking It Up with Betty. In the midst of cooking, our dear old Betty does join her What's Cooking reporters traveling throughout our story country. Now, on this station, and the
program has been made possible by Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's Institute of Higher Learning, with 3 classroom trailers that can accommodate up to 9 students each. To learn more, visit sweetswinescoop.com.